In next few minutes, I'm going to talk about three main characteristics that separate top 1% health coaches from the rest of the crowd. So let's get started with the number one characteristics that separate top 1% health coaches from the rest of the crowd is they always play to win. What do I mean by that? Because look, it doesn't mean that they don't feel fear when trying something new, by planning new ads or trying to do launching new program for themselves or something like that. They still feel the fear, but they don't let that fear stop them to taking action. And this is what happens with the most of the like health coaches who just thinking that what happens if I do this. And believe me, like most of the health coaches, they are so intelligent, they are so smart, and that is what their smartness lead them into perfection. And they try to do everything perfectly, right? And this is what a lot of health coaches stop themselves, like trying to do things in a perfect manner and not doing anything, like not taking action. And you know what? Universe only pays attention to those who take action. And it doesn't matter like are you taking perfect action or not. It's just taking action and taking the feedback from the crowd, right? And this is what separates top 1% from the rest of the crowd, all right? And also they don't try to like cut their expenses, like trying to avoid going for something new service or something like that. They always go for what's new in the market and spend some money towards their own growth, right? Like taking somebody's help or using good softwares, not looking for cheap softwares into the market, right? Because obviously you always get what you paid for, correct? And also like there is like something always true in the world is you can cut your expenses at a certain point, but beyond that you cannot do that. And I know like nobody reach at top of their business or do like very well by spending expenses, like by investing less in their business. So this is very important to note that the first point that's below the mind when you go deeper into this, like they play to win with a positive mindset and action bias. And the characteristics number two is they believe on their gut. In other meanings, that they believe in themselves, and that's so very important because most of the time what happens, your own doubt kicks in and stop you taking any action, right? That little voice in your head always try to tell you like you're not good enough. Oh, what people will think, right? Oh, what happened? This happened. Like what if I fail? Failure is inevitable, my friend. You're gonna fail whenever you try, right? Just go back to your childhood. You try to walk, you fall, right? But you still started walking. You try to learn a bicycle, you fall, and you still learn. Why? Because if you go back in your childhood, you see like you're more curious towards learning certain things or doing certain things, and you don't care about what other will think if I fall from that bicycle. Is that correct? And now you like older, right? You got some degree, like you got some education, good. You become smart, and now you feel like okay, oh, if I fail, I might look stupid to the world, right? Correct. So this kind of a mindset needs to be changed, right? And this is what changed by a lot of top 1% health coaches. They think like okay, failure is just a feedback. It's not a failure for life. It's just a feedback. What will happen? I'll get a feedback. Okay, I will just course correct and I'll do things. So they believe in their gut feeling as well, because now they know like yes, this is good for me, but their fear is stopping, but still they do it. And you know what? Universe always pays attention towards who's taking action, not just thinking and just overthinking and paralyzing themselves. So I have some points for it, right? So they also make it happen despite of adverse circumstances. This is so true. Like I have been talking to a lot of health coaches, and they feel like small roadblocks, like I have friends, I have a family, I cannot do this, it's too expensive for me. All this, they come up with all these excuses but not taking action, right? And top 1% health coaches, they do it in spite of like their health issues, in spite of their family's issues. They do it because they feel like okay, this is nothing to do with my personal life, it's my business, like I gotta do this, I have to show up. That kind of mindset they have. They just show up every day in spite of feeling like losing enthusiasm. That's number one characteristics one can develop in order to build their business. Okay? Characteristics number 3, which is they overcome the procrastination syndrome. Yeah, because as I said, like a lot of health coaches, they are very intelligent, and that's intelligence, make them not take action because they're looking for perfection. They don't want to look stupid in front of crowd. They don't want to look like a loser, correct? So that they just procrastinate. They think like, okay, I'll just do whenever I got something in my hand, or I'll just do next month, whatever. They just get in the trap of procrastinating the things and not taking action. But top 1% coaches, it's not that. They always look for a speed to implement, because they know that the more if they implement that with the speed, they get a feedback at a speed, and now they can course correct and get ahead of a lot of people. So these are the 3 top common characteristics in top 1% health coaches. And if you feel like you can develop this one, just go ahead and develop this. I mean, it will serve you for the rest of your life. I hope you got some value out of this video. If you liked it, please hit subscribe or like to this video, so it will help algorithms to bring such videos in your inbox. I hope you get value out of this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.